This is Jones C. Edwards Stadium in Huntington, West Virginia. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Illinois Fighting Illini and the Marshall Thundering Herd. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Guys, this crowd is electric. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Hunt is on its way. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field. It's our first look at them in this one. And here comes Dylan Raiola. The Cornhusker transfer came in through the portal in the offseason. He's been able to put together a solid resume. We're anxious to see what he can do in this one. Here's Raiola to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Boston. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man, it's Hamilton. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
That one's not even close. They don't need a bunch on second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Out wide right, it's Bussey. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Raiola from the gun on third down. Can't make the grab, quarterback just missed him a little bit. Marshall will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. He'll pull it down and run. Made a defender miss. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. Got his man. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They come through with the explosive play, and they'll have the first down, but we see a man who is slow to get up, and let's check on him. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Lets it fly. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Illinois lining up quickly. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off-play action. On the move. There he goes. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Got his man on the right. Great. Containment and the tackling, they stop him for no gain. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
False start on offense.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game. Trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there. Being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Looking for blockers. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. On the play fake, Dylan Raiola. Rush right in his face. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he's in. Touchdown Illini. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23. Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Boston. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's brought down. Not a lot of room to take that one back. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Huff. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one. And he almost had a pick. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Takes off. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Boyd. Look out! And he avoids the sack. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. That is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Play action with Raiola. Good job just to get rid of that one. Long way to go on 2nd down. Raiola. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Right side, it's Hamilton. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Motion from the back. Raiola to throw for it on 4th. He'll pull it down. He got enough. Slides and moves the sticks on 4th and short. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Boston. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Here's Raiola to throw. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's covered. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Back to pass. It's Raiola. Had to force that one.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Rush is on. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Again, it's Raiola. He's got the tight end. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Throwing Raiola. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. He's looking to throw. Makes a catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. From the gun on 3rd down, Raiola. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. This is now a 7-point game. Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the bootleg. Finds his big tight end. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Takes the handoff. It's Huff. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Boyd. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points. Looking for a big play. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. Here's Raiola to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Culliver. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Left side is Culliver.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Stevens. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The play fake, Raiola. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Raiola. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hamilton. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Raiola. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola on third down. Going to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Looking for room. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hits the hole. It's Huff. Plows through the defense. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On play action. Unloads it left. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. The run inside. It's Huff. All right, guys, let's chat about Illinois. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They boot it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Quick give. It's Boston. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Baseman. Defense.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. 2nd and long here. Here's Raiola to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Boston. Now the Illini calling a timeout, their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Trying to convert the third down. Here's Raiola. He'll try to do it himself. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Marshall will be forced to punt. Trying to make one miss. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Boyd. They're all over it. Pressures. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pulled to the ground. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll throw it. Hauls it in. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Illinois right back to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Second down to the air. He's taking the shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to get it through the air. Extending the play. Oh, what a cut! He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the number 6 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Orange, looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside Jones C. Edwards Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Throwing Raiola. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On the delay, it's Meadows. Nice move to pick up yardage. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. They'll run the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Drops back. It's Boyd. The throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the back. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play fake. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Hits inside. It's Boston. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's Raiola to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. Raiola from the gun on 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. On the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like last...
Makes the catch, and he's free. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. That holding call backs them up 10. It's now 1st and 20. This time they'll go to the running game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there. Tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Motion from the wide receiver. Rid of it on the RPO. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking for room. It's Huff. There was just nowhere to cut back by the deep. And he'll have to take the loss. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Boyd. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got a man. It's Culver. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. action. Dylan Raiola. Catch in the middle. It's Bussey. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Tight end now in motion. Play action on first down. Out wide left, it's Hamilton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Right side, it's Culliver. Could not make his way to the corner. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Turning it on. At 20. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, it has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Quarterback keep. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurd!
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option, the normal way, with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Still looking. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. And that's a live ball behind the line. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
This offense has it with really good field position. Raiola. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle at Stevens. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Going to the run, it's Boston. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Absolutely center cut. And that's going to tie it up.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. You got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On the draw, it's Huff. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Boyd. He's got it. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Finds his back in the middle. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Headed into the 4th quarter, these two wide receivers, prolific playmakers. Here's how they've done in this one so far. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We'll send the tight end in motion. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll move the tight end. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Back to throw, it's Boyd. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. A defensive lineman just smelled pass on that play, and he got in the backfield and sacked the quarterback.
And that's why they get paid the big bucks. The defensive lineman, they got to play the run, be physical, but man, when you can get a beat, understand it's going to be a pass, and jump off the snap like this, make a big play, and now you put them behind the sticks, and the advantage goes big time to the defense.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Got out of trouble and throws. What a grab with one hand. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick is on its way. Trying to take it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Here's Raiola to throw. The short hands, it's Stevens. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Caught on the RPO. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Breaks into the open. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Culliver. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Driving forward, it's Boston. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Throwing Raiola. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Straight ahead, it's Boston. Can't get him to the ground. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! They take the lead here in the 4th.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through and take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Selling the fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking to pass, it's Boyd. Moving out to the right. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Making his first move. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They take over, holding this slim lead, and a drive right here sure would be nice.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. To the air, it's Boyd. Rush right in his face. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Huff. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. Under 60 seconds to go, and we are all tied up.
That is a massive kick late here in the game to tie it up. And now, can your defense do their job and at minimum hold them scoreless here to put this thing into OT? Or even better, can they get you the football back and give you an opportunity to win the game?
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here's Raiola to throw. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Score is deadlocked, and the clock is winding down. From the gun on third down, Raiola. Got his man on the right. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Raiola to the air again. Fires to the right. Got his man. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Sets his feet. It's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. Long way to go on second down. Raiola. He fires one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Look out! They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Second down, gonna throw it. Rushes on. Buying some time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. He wants a big play here late. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. This team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment and continue to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.